you serious? Alright, what's up guys, re-edge of the gameplay. As you can tell by my voice, I'm still a little sick, but we're going to get this commentary out there. I've actually been holding this Battlefield 4 gameplay for quite some time now. This is a 22-6, I believe. Don't know the map. I don't know most maps in this game. There's only like a few that you could play, you know, so, but, you know, like I said, I don't really know the maps. I haven't really had the game that long. I do enjoy playing this game though. Although I haven't played it a little bit. Today is the 15th, and I haven't played it in about a week. I think it's been a week since I've played. I've been pretty much playing Grand Theft Auto and Halo Reach. Call of Duty is really pissing me off. That's like the last game I want to play. Since I don't have the Xbox One, I can't really play the Titanfall. I don't really know if I'll be getting Titanfall for the 360, so I don't know what I'll be doing with that, but I got a few things to talk about for this commentary before we get to the main subject. Number one is I might be moving here soon, so you might not be seeing any videos at all, or me getting online to do any gameplays or anything, because moving is a long process, especially where we're planning on moving to. It'll take a little bit, so try to make another commentary to kind of, you know, make that clear, you know, do more stuff with it. But I'm turning off this TV. All of a sudden, turn this TV on. Anyway, we got a few things to talk about. The free agency for the NFL, obviously, has been going good. I'm gonna start with some of the quarterbacks. I just go down the list. First quarterback on the list is Michael Vick. He hasn't signed a deal yet. You know, a lot of, you know, Raiders, you know, whoever, Jets. There's a lot of options for him. There's a lot of stuff going around who he might go with. You got Josh McCown, who last year did really well when he stepped in for the Bears. He's going to Tampa Bay. He signed for a 2-year deal. Matt Castle re-signed with the Minnesota Vikings. You know, you got Josh Freeman hasn't signed. Sean Hill, Ryan Fitzpatrick, Jason Campbell. Those guys haven't signed a deal yet. Chad Henne re-signed his deal with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Tavares Jackson, of course, with the Seattle Seahawks. He re-signed his deal. Go all the way down to number 14 on the list. You got Kelly Clemens, signed a 2-year deal with San Diego. Derek Anderson, you know, he re-signed with the Carolina Panthers. Of course, he's the backup. You know, Cam Newton's the starter there. Curtis Painter, who was awful as an Indianapolis Colts starter 2 years ago, you know, signed a deal with the Giants, or re-signed with the Giants. And then you got a guy named Charlie Whitehurst, who signed a 2-year deal with the Tennessee Titans. All went through the running backs. I'm just going to start going through the big name running backs. You got Ben Tate going to the Cleveland Browns for 2 years. Rashad Jennings going to the New York Giants for 4 years. And then you got Darren McFadden, re-signing a 1-year deal with the Oakland Raiders. A few running backs are still on the list. You got Noshawn Moreno, Maurice Jones-Drew. You got Ahmad Bradshaw, who re-signed with the Indianapolis Colts. Hell yeah. Donald Brown left the Colts, of course, to go join the Chargers, which is unfortunate. You still got a few good running backs there. Peyton Hillis re-signed with the Giants. So there's a lot of good running backs still there. A few good fullbacks still on the free agent list. You got Vontae Leach, of course, or Vontae, whatever you want to say. Ravens fullback for the past few years. He's on the fullbacks free agent list. Jed Collins, who's with the Saints the past few years. Here we go with the receivers. Eric Decker goes to the Jets. That was a big shocker for me. Jeremy Maclin re-signed with the Philadelphia Eagles. You got Akeem Nicks coming over to the Colts. I was really excited about that. Julian Edelman re-signing with the New England Patriots. Golden Tate going to Detroit. Didn't see that really coming. You got Anquan Bold re-signing with the 49ers. And of course, way back when the Panthers really started opening their options to letting Steve Smith go, I figured this was going to happen. He signed a 3-year deal with the Baltimore Ravens. Of course, you know, Riley Cooper going back to the Eagles. Jacoby Jones re-signing with Baltimore. Dexter McCluster actually left Kansas City and went to Tennessee. You know, a lot of good players left their teams this year. Jimmy Graham, who was going to be a free agent, got franchise tagged. And then you got Dennis Pita, who's been with the Ravens. He re-signed. Brandon Pettigrew re-signed with his Detroit Lions. You got Jeremiah Philly, who's still out there, who still needs a team, needs a deal. As far as tight ends go, offensive guards, there's a few good guards. I don't think really anybody pays attention to the guards or the offensive line for that matter. All I know is I think it was the Chicago Bears went after a lot of offensive linemen. They went after a ton of offensive linemen, and of course they needed them. They need offensive linemen. Here we go to the defensive ends. You got a lot of good players that re-signed with their teams. Jared Allen still out there. You got Julius Peppers, went to the Packers. Justin Tuck, of course, has been a long-time Giant. Went over to Oakland. Oakland's picked up a lot of decent players. B.J. Raji, of course, re-signed with the Green Bay Packers and stuff. So Green Bay's making moves. Oakland's making moves. DeMarcus Ware, of course, a big deal. Him, T.J. Ward, I believe, and Akeem Talib go to the Broncos, which was pretty surprising. Didn't see that coming. That's going to be a pretty good defense if they keep putting pieces in place. They draft a few good players, kind of make their team a little bit more stronger. Of course, you got Jarius Byrd, who went to the Saints. That was a big surprise. Antoine Bethea, of course, left the Colts to go to the 49ers. Man, just a lot of good players left their teams this year and went to new teams. Which brings me to my next point. I'm really, really, really excited for this year, especially to see the Denver Broncos and what they've done. But like I said, this year's gonna be even better because the Broncos, last year didn't really have a good year as far as playoffs. Well, I mean, actually they had a good playoff run, but you get to the Super Bowl and you get blown out like they did. I consider that a failure in my book. I don't know about them. They did have the best offense. They lost Eric Decker, so they're going to have to get at least one more receiver to come in and fill that hole. If they could get Sammy Watkins, I think is his name, my God, that would be amazing. If they could get a good receiver out of the draft, or maybe even get a solid receiver out of free agency. Of course, they're making moves on their defense, like I said a minute ago. If they can draft some more good players, and they can get some more under the radar players for their defense, I think that'd be really awesome. Plus, the guys they already got still, I think they could really make moves and do very well. Of course, my Indianapolis Colts have picked up a few pieces, but they're far from being perfect. We're gonna have to do some good things in the draft, make some good moves, and hopefully we'll be able to capitalize this year and make a deeper run in the playoffs. That's what I'm really hoping for. I'm really hoping, my team, the Colts, my longtime favorite team, gets it together and makes some moves for the playoffs. But yeah, here you see the final rank, final score, final whatever. I'm gonna make a few more videos here soon. Got a Halo gameplay cover for you guys, a full-length Halo gameplay, so I hope you guys enjoy it. Peace out.